When a player clicks the jump button, if they are grounded, apply an upwards force to them. That's the basics of how a jump should work in a video game, but we can make some improvements to that. For example, let's add Coyote Time. This is where if the player falls off a ledge, we still consider them on the ledge for maybe a frame or two. This makes the controls feel a lot less punishing, a lot more reactive. There's also jump buffering. This is where we keep the input for a little bit, and if we see that they're not on the ground when they click the button, but they're on the ground a little bit after when they click the button, we still let them jump once they hit the ground. This kind of does the same thing as Coyote Time, where it makes the inputs feel a lot more reactive. But we can go even further. Let's have some snappier jumps. Alright, so when the player clicks the button, we apply a constant upwards force while the jump button is down. Then, when the jump button is released, or they reach the apex of their jump, we cancel the upwards force, and we increase the pull of gravity to make the player fall faster. This increased gravity makes the jump feel a lot snappier, a lot heavier. Now let's go over some special kinds of jumping. There's the Apex slide jump. In Apex you're able to slide, and you can hit jump out of a slide, which makes you go a little bit further. However, you can't do this in rapid succession because if you keep doing it repeatedly, it won't send you as far. There's also tap strafing. This is in a lot of games too. If you spam click W, you can redirect your momentum while midair. I don't actually know if this one classifies as like a jump technique because it's just when you're in midair, so I don't know if it belongs in this video. Great, now you can reach the highest rank in Apex. Yippee! And the prerequisite to joining a Minecraft SMP. Next we got B hopping, click B repeatedly and then you can hop. Titanfall 2 has all of these, by the way. Everything I just mentioned, it's my go. Titanfall 2, my beloved. Up next, we got the Outer Wilds jump. Don't worry, there are no spoilers here. So you hold down, then you wait, then you release. This makes the jump feel a lot heavier because you're jumping on release instead of once you click the button. And if you don't jump as high, it makes you kind of realize how intense gravity is. Also, do yourself a favor, go play Outer Wilds if you haven't. Outer Wilds, my beloved. There's also jump scares. Nah, I'm just kidding. All right, we finally reached it. The biggest type of jumping in this video. Wall jumping. Okay, so this one's a big one. All wall jumping really means is when you're on a wall, you can jump off of the wall. But there is a lot of ways that you can handle this. So there's the basic, you can cling to a wall. You can slowly slide down from the walls. You can have a stamina system like Celeste, so if you hold onto the wall, you lose stamina, and if you jump, you lose even more stamina. When you hit jump, maybe you go straight up, maybe you go off of the wall. What angle do you go off of the wall? Are you able to chain wall jumps together? These are all the questions you must consider as a game designer. Or you could just look at whatever game you're taking inspiration from and steal it from that. That's the classic, that's what I do, don't worry. But there is a problem with wall jumping that most people wouldn't normally think about, but game designers have to consider it. And that is the question of, how can a player tell if a surface is a wall or a floor? It's pretty easy to tell in a situation like this, but how about this? Not quite as easy. Well, one fix would be to use visual indicators of which is which. Maybe assigning a different material to each would be enough, but maybe you're stubborn and you don't like that method. Well, the solution to that would be actually pretty simple. The ambiguity here is caused by having angles close to 45 degrees. The closer to 90 degrees we are, the easier it is to tell whether or not it's a wall or the floor. So the easiest way to fix this would just be to avoid 45-degree angles. If you look around, this is actually a pretty common practice. Most games are doing it. It's the sort of rule you don't notice until it's broken. It's kind of like one of those unspoken rules in gaming. You're kind of cool for knowing it now. Up next, we got jump roping. I just need 100. I need to get 100 for the moon. Shit. My most hated. Yo, there's also Jumpstart. It's a Magic the Gathering product that lets you build decks using 2 booster packs. It's in the video game Magic the Gathering arena, so it counts. It counts. In Lethal Company, you can jump, but you probably shouldn't. There's also a Lethal Company mod that'll make you jump right out of your seat. You can also jump away from your responsibilities and avoid everything, or you can jump away from your problems. That's so far removed from jumping. Why is that here? Okay, what else do I even have left? There's Shonen Jump.